Hi, everyone. My name is Vivien Sharon, and I'm a real estate broker with Sotheby's International Realty Canada. And I'm very excited to welcome you here today to Series 2 of Coffee with Vivien. Today's episode is called Location, 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 Real Estate in Victoria, British Columbia, and in Niagara-on-the-Lake. So today we will be speaking to two of my real estate colleagues at Sotheby's International Realty Canada, both realtors and experts in their specific areas where they live and where they work. We will be featuring Marnie Ross, who will give us insight into the real estate market in Victoria, British Columbia, and Doug Widdicombe, who will discuss the real estate market in Niagara-on-the-Lake and the Niagara region. And it's such a desirable area also to live, work, and play. So before we continue, let me tell you a little bit more about this series. In season 1, we discuss many topics of interest: real estate, design, lifestyle, technology, the environment, architecture, health, wellness, and more. But now in season 2, we're focusing more on real estate and location living and highly desirable places to live and work across Canada. So just one thing to mention, that I'm the author of the recently published book, this Boomer's 7-Step Guide to Downsizing, Overcoming Fear, and Discovering Freedom. So I encourage all of you to go to my website, viviensharon.com/book. Where you will find many tips and strategies to help adult children and their parents downsize and going through the emotions of downsizing. And you learn tips how that can help you and your families as well. And the hard copy is available also on Amazon. So now let me tell you a little bit more about my two guests. First, Marnie Ross. Marnie Ross brings 21 plus years of award-winning experience in assisting buyers, sellers, and developers in achieving their real estate goals. A trusted partner, recognized as a positive, solid individual with high integrity. She is very, very approachable, and she is a top realtor in her area of Victoria, British Columbia. Second, we have Doug Widdicombe. He is the Vice President of Sales at Sotheby's International Realty Canada, and he is bringing much wealth and experience to the marketplace in the Niagara region with over 30 years of sales, marketing, and business development experience in both private and corporate enterprise. He lives and works in the Niagara-on-the-Lake area and in the city itself. I guess call it city or town. So now, if you have any questions that come up, please leave them in the chat. And I'm pleased to welcome Marnie and Doug.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, everybody. It's great to see everyone. Do you have your coffee? We'll take a quick coffee photo op. Okay, hi, everyone. We can take a sip and we'll start. Okay, so I'm going to ask both of you an introductory question. So Doug, okay, this is what we're going to talk about. Before we do that, sorry, we're going to talk about 3 topics. We're going to talk about why is the real estate market in Niagara-on-the-Lake and Victoria so desirable? Location, location, location. What are the buyers? What are they looking for? What is affordable? And we're going to discuss some prices. So now we're going to switch back to all of us, and we're going to talk about the basic question of what has happened in each of your markets over the past 18 to 20 months. And we're going to start with Marnie.
Well, it's been red hot. I'm sure all across Canada, but it's been very, very busy. Recently, it's slowed down a little bit because there's just not enough inventory on the island for many reasons. But prices are just kind of going up, going up, going up. It's been 25% over last year.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you could just give a few lines of intro as basically, how has the market been over the past 18 to 20 months in Niagara-on-the-Lake?
Well, it resembles a lot of what's happening with Marnie. Inventory is very low at the present time. In town, I think we have maybe 40 listings in the old town. That's it, or in all of Niagara-on-the-Lake. Once you remove the rural properties and other properties, there's not much. But that is keeping the prices up. One thing in Niagara-on-the-Lake, the prices have risen, but they haven't gone crazy like they have in other towns, other communities.
Okay.
But they have definitely risen. Yes.
So we will talk more in depth when we break out to talk to you, to each of you, more specifically about some numbers and properties. So one other question to both of you. I'd like to know about the winter season approaching. The winter season, where December, January, February is in front of us. In your markets now, and I'll go to Doug first now, what do you feel is the feeling as you come into the winter months? Is there a slowdown at all?
Niagara-on-the-Lake is an unusual little anomaly, if I can call it that. We really don't have a slow time of the year. We're very, very, very fortunate with that. We always have people looking and always have people that want to sell. In the last 2 weeks, I've had 4 phone calls for listings. And I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when your town only has 12,000 people, and 100 reps, it's quite a bit. And they're all well priced. They're all well over $1.5 million. So we really don't have a slow time of year.
Interesting, because historically we felt the winter months, certainly the holiday months, and into January, where everyone's recovering from the winter, or certainly from Christmas holidays and so on, things would slow down. But I'm hearing this as well, and I'm wondering, Marnie, with you in Victoria, what happens over the next couple of months of winter?
Well, the need is definitely there. There's a lot of buyers. There's just not a lot to sell. Actually, yesterday I wrote on a little condo. There were 17 offers, 1 bedroom.
Oh,
And I am sure I know what we wrote. So it's just,
wow.
as more listings come on, it'll be better. Perhaps if the interest rates rise, maybe that'll make a change. The need is there. People just need to want to sell their places as well, and that is happening. So, but lots is going on in BC, as you've heard. So there's
Exactly.
lots to consider when making those decisions.
There are always people who want to relocate, move, expand the family. They're having a baby. They need something bigger, something, going through divorce, going through all kinds of things in life. So there is always the need. And we can see that there's real estate going on year round throughout the country and everywhere. And there's no holidays stop in real estate. We can see that. So now we're going to break out into each of your areas, and we're going to start with Doug. We're going to discuss the properties that Doug is involved with, and I'm going to ask you some questions specifically about Niagara-on-the-Lake. Could you describe the area and what people are looking for specifically, the types of properties that you deal with?
Niagara-on-the-Lake is a true historic little town. It's Canada's first capital city, to be honest with you. And it was involved in the War of 1812. We have a fort that the British used that you can tour. And looking across the Niagara River, you see the American fort. So there's a lot of history. Through the years, a lot of wealthy people have come and built houses here. It's right on the corner of the Niagara River and Lake Ontario. Right at the peak is the little town of Niagara-on-the-Lake. And some of the names that have lived here through the years is the Rand Corporation in the States, the Wurlitzer Oregon people, the Gooderham family from Toronto. The Gooderham and Wirtz, they made Canadian Club. And some of their grandkids still live in town. And so it's always been a place that people have wanted to live. People with a little bit more money have always wanted to live. A lot of historic homes in town. People have the romance of owning those. There's just one warning I have for them, and that their repairman will end up driving a better car than theirs. And so they have to be ready for that.
Very, very interesting. So why do you like living in Niagara-on-the-Lake? Do you live in it proper or
Yeah.
beyond?
No,
Where
I
do you,
live right just outside the core. I've been here 35 years. I wouldn't find another place like it anywhere. It is one of the best communities. We have culture. We have the Shaw Festival Theater in town. We have fine dining. We have 50 wineries, 60 wineries in the Niagara region. And I think there was, I just added them up. I think there was, 18 craft beer places. I mean, if you like drinking, this is a great place to come. But it's just incredible. People that move here have told me they have met more people here in 2 years than they did maybe in Mississauga or Toronto in 20 years. It's such a welcoming community. It's fabulous.
and the tourists that have been coming and flock to Niagara-on-the-Lake, I'm sure it goes all year round, but it's specifically during the beautiful summer, spring, summer, fall months with the flowers. And it's such a picturesque town. And I guess it all focuses on the main street and then just beyond that a little bit.
Very little off that main street. People are saying, well, there's so much traffic in town. There really isn't. It's just the one main street where all the shops are. What we're finding now are hundreds of bicycles are being rented a day in the summertime for bike tours to wineries. Oh, there's so many bikes on the road, and that they're building bike paths now, so it's a little bit safer for everybody on bikes. But it's got a real vibe to it, a real vitality. It's a wonderful place to live.
The
Just
lifestyle, it's all about lifestyle. That's what I'm hearing as well. And just before we go to the pictures that you have prepared for us of some of the properties that you've been involved in on the buy or the sell side, you'll explain it to us. Before we do that, just tell us a little bit about who are the people coming in to specifically buy? What are they looking for? Primary homes, vacation homes, recreation, and a bit about the demographics before we jump into the properties.
Great questions. They tend to move here to get away from their kids. Okay. Then you find 10 years later they move out of here to go where the grandkids are. So people will move in. It's a transition. Not everybody stays for a long time, but they do come in. They're out generally in their 50s, mid 50s, early 50s and up. Very few children in town, actually, at least in the old town. Out in another part of the community, that's where all the younger families are. But it's primarily a mature demographic, if I could call it that.
No, that totally makes sense. Do you also work in the Niagara region beyond Niagara-on-the-Lake?
Totally.
You do?
I go where it takes me. I've down to the south coast of Canada along the north shore of Lake Erie. It's all the most incredible beaches are there. And we're starting to find a lot of people don't want to go up to the Muskokas now because of that terrible traffic up there, that the business along that Canada's south shore, Lake Erie, is becoming very, very busy. And it is just incredible beaches.
Wow.
To Grimsby, to Hamilton, anywhere in the Niagara region whatsoever.
It's wonderful. You're
You're
in your car. You're in your car a lot.
Yeah. It's not bad. There's it's a lot of open roads, and it's 45 minutes to the furthest property, so it's not bad.
True. In Toronto, it takes that just to go north or
That's right.
whatever direction.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So show us a little bit. We have some photos that you have put together.
Yeah.
What would this one be about?
This is a home that was owned by a retired orthodontist. He built this house and renovated it. It's just very modern. It's gorgeous. And it has, on the back side of it is a view of the Niagara River and the US. on the other side of that.
Wow.
And it is really a pretty location. If you see that pine tree right up the middle, see that little peak?
Yes.
He didn't light it up one year for Christmas. So somebody from from Lewiston, New York, called over here to make sure he was okay because he
Oh,
didn't put up the Christmas lights
oh my goodness.
that
So
year.
where is this located?
On the Niagara River Parkway, halfway between the old town Niagara-on-the-Lake and the town of Queenston.
Oh,
Halfway. And the gentleman that bought it lived across the street, and he wanted to have a water view. So this is a little unusual, but he paid over $4 million for it and gutted it.
oh my
And he's
goodness.
been 2 years in construction, and he's just about ready to move into it now.
Is this his permanent home? He's
Uh-huh.
retired. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
yeah.
Amazing. Beautiful property. Do we have another one?
sure. This is a house in town that recently sold. A neighborhood town. It's a neighborhood home. Beautiful. Maybe 3-4 years old, and this one just sold for $2 million.
Hmm.
But it is finished top to bottom, really well. It's so pretty inside.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Looks charming.
This is we have an area in Niagara-on-the-Lake called the Village, which is new urbanism. It's a walking community. You park your car, you can walk everywhere, and it's very environmentally friendly. And this is one of the houses that's in the Village. This one sold like 2 years ago for like $1.3 million, and it's again finished top to bottom, beautiful.
Wow. Okay, great. Do we have anything else? This one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just a little townhouse, again in the Village. This is kind of the entry level into Niagara-on-the-Lake, and this is about 850 for the townhouse. 1,700 square feet, 2 floors. But again, it's great because there's very small yards, so no maintenance. You get to really live the lifestyle and not be worried about cutting grass.
Very nice. It looks like a beautiful entry-level home. And this one?
This was one in Hamilton. That I just recently sold. This is it's like the Forest Hill of Hamilton on Aberdeen, and this has yet to close. It closes next month, but it was just a beautiful home to show. It was great. And this is a cute little house in Port Dalhousie, part of St. Catharines, north end of St. Catharines. Very popular area. And this is a house that was recently sold there as well. It's all completely renovated. Everything's done on it, and it's turnkey. And was about $1 million for that.
Very nice. Beautiful properties. Oh, we have one more.
Or I'm sorry, yeah. This is in Niagara-on-the-Lake itself. This one look at the curb appeal of this. It's stunning, and it sold about a year ago for maybe 900 at the time.
Really?
Yeah, that was before things took off.
Oh, wow. They've done very well.
Oh, very well.
Whoever bought pre-COVID, they have seen things really go up, I'm
Yes.
sure, significantly now.
Yeah, for sure.
And do you foresee things will continue this way?
I do, because inventory's low. There's pressure on it because of inventory. Again, like Victoria, Niagara-on-the-Lake is a desired location. We have mature trees everywhere, which just makes it look so pretty. And that's just part of it. It's always had a calling, so to speak, where people really wanted to come to Niagara-on-the-Lake. It's always been that way.
Hmm. It's got the charm that everyone really either to visit or to purchase a property. Well, Doug, I thank you so much for your time. I know how busy you are running to appointments immediately. So we say goodbye to you. We thank you for participating and educating us about real estate in Niagara-on-the-Lake. It is just a dream destination for many of us, all of us, really.
Well, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure meeting everybody, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, and happy holidays to you too. Bye, Doug.
Bye-bye.
Marnie, your turn. So nice to see you again and talk to you about Victoria. So just some questions about yourself. How long have you been living in Victoria, and why do you like living there?
Well, I've been living here we bought in 2017, and it's just an amazing place. I love every day driving through the forest and seeing the ocean and the boats. It's just a beautiful place to be. Victoria is the capital city of BC. I'm not sure if you know that. And it's also coined the garden city. It's got so many beautiful flowers. You can plant anything and it'll grow all year round. We're on the southmost tip of Vancouver Island. And it's just got magnificent scenery. It's got a sub-Mediterranean climate. So we have the best climate in Canada. And we're in zone 9 for planting. So pretty much there's so many gardens here. Bouchard Gardens has 55 acres it's my favorite place to walk and go. It's just the most stunning. So the endless beautiful scenery, it's a place to be. And we have everything here, really. Like, you will never get bored. It's just, we have the theater, we have the symphony, we have amazing restaurants. We have the most restaurants per capita outside of San Francisco. So that might be pre-pandemic levels, but I still think we're right up there.
What is the population of Victoria?
Greater Victoria is 390,000 as of 2021. Yeah. And, only 18% are 65 years and older. So we have a very dynamic, it's very good economics. There's the federal government here, the provincial government here, BC Ferries. There's CFB, Esquimalt. Just so many young people moving here to start their families, and also people coming here to retire. And from, they're well paid here as well. So we have pretty much a mix of everybody, from, just starting out to the very, very rich and settled. So it's just a really beautiful place to be. And that's why, and the reason why I really love to be here is because my son is here with his family. So, people want to be with their families as well.
Oh, that's really wonderful. And I guess you could comment just a bit about what we've been hearing in the news about the rain and the flooding. You had fires in BC, now the rain. How is that affecting life and real estate at all?
Well, I can speak to on the island where I live. We have had a couple power outages where I am, but other than the Malahat, we lost a bit of our road. So that's the connecting up to Up Island. But we have been doing okay. Lots of rain, but I really feel, and my heart goes out to the people in Abbotsford and Sumas and Merritt, and and Chilliwack was actually an island for a bit. So yeah, we really feel their pain for everybody and all of the animals as well.
And really, really, really sad to hear all of this. So now let's talk a little bit about, again, the type of real estate. You talked about the demographic, the population. What do you feel is moving fastest in real estate? Are the first-time buyers more, or the retirees, or are they all, and young growing families? What are people buying in particular?
So the people just starting out, they're buying condos mostly. If they can get into a 2-bedroom, great, but 1 bedroom is probably more achievable for them. Young families want to buy, they'd love to buy a single family dwelling, but sometimes they buy something that's with a mortgage helper, because then they can, get into the market into a home with a yard. And the retirees, well, there's lots of beautiful options to them depending on their budget. So, but then you're signing up for a life that you can get outside all the time. It's very outside centric because of the weather, and you can walk and take in any one of the trails and the beautiful walks on the beaches, and and all of the parks as well. So those are.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. What are the price points from low to high?
Low to high. Well, the lowest, I think, I mean, for a condo, just changed yesterday again. I would say $450 for a one bedroom, $750 for a townhome, probably in Langford, which is a fastest growing area for young families for sure. And then single family dwellings, it's gone up to 1.1 for a medium price point. But I mean, the sky's the limit. You know, there are people coming here and buying millions and millions of dollars of property, like up to 20 million. So yes, the sky is the limit. Just depends. There's something for everybody. Let's put it that way.
That's great. So now let's take a look at some of the photos that you can show us about real estate. And this one speaks for itself. What can you tell us?
Well, it's the Inner Harbor, and that's our Parliament building. It's just beautiful. If you walk down there, it's just a lovely place to be. Lots of coffee shops, and pretty much all year round. You can walk there, and you'll see all those beautiful flowers. And at night, which I think there'll be a picture of that, it lights up. It's quite pretty. And all of downtown for the holiday season is decorated with lights. And flowers even. So it's beautiful.
Oh, really nice.
Well, you know, spring. It's so beautiful. The cherry blossoms. It's a sight to behold. Truly, you really shouldn't just drive to wherever you're going. You should really take in a moment and really appreciate the beauty. There it is. It's so beautiful. So if you're going for a walk, it's very romantic at night. You could have a little bit of a dinner and walk by the Inner Harbor and see or stay in a hotel near there, the Fairmont. So yeah, very beautiful. Well, one of my favorite places to be walking, it's Bouchard Gardens. It's just stunning. I mean, seriously. You don't really feel like you're on Earth. It's you can keep going back, and it's ever changing. I get a yearly pass, and I'll go all times of the year.
Mm-hmm. Those flowers are beautiful because I was there in November, and it was pre-winter feeling. It wasn't quite as beautiful as that. So what month? This would be height of summer?
In the summer, yeah, the height of summer. But for the holidays, they have a light show. It's the 12 days of Christmas. It's beautiful. So they do it with lights. So you can go in the winter. It is very beautiful as well at night. This is also Bouchard Gardens. Just stunning. I mean, it's just, it's a feast for the eyes and for your soul. Well, this is the Rose Garden in the Bouchard Gardens. So yeah, just a little snippet. This is the Charters. This is the Salmon Run. So we all want to. There's so many trails to enjoy, so you can just get out in nature, take a nature bath, as they say, and it's very good to get out there. I want to show people all of the sites where you can go for a walk.
Beautiful.
Because actually, a lot of people move here. Again, this is East Souk Park. It's a beautiful, beautiful walk. It's surreal, and you can walk all the way down to the ocean. Again, that's also. I like my nature. This is Ella Beach. So there's so many beaches to walk down as well.
Beautiful. I think we have some real estate shots too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Waiting for them to come up because I know you had sent them as well. Okay, we are finding them right now.
So I just wanted to give everybody kind of like an idea of, when you first start out where you might live, so to give everybody, an idea of where they could possibly live. This was, it's located in Fairfield. in Victoria, so proper. It's a 2-bedroom and 2-bathroom condo. It had parking, and it's in the Fairfield area. It was totally made over. It's near the Cook Street Village, which is a great area for coffee shops and restaurants, shopping, local pubs. It's also very close to the ocean and bus routes, and it's a 15-minute walk to downtown. So it's a really great part of town.
Nice.
And it was a beautiful condo.
So how much would this sell for, or has it sold?
Well, it did sell, and it sold for $450 back in July.
Oh, very nice. Very nice as an entry-level purchase.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if we have one or two more. I think we have some more coming up. Yes.
There you go. So this is located in Langford. It's West Hills area. It's a fast and growing community. A lot of younger people and younger families will buy something like this. 1260 square feet, 3 beds, 2 baths, and it had 3 parking. Yeah, it was an open concept. It has private patio, and yeah, it sold for $720. It was built in 2014. Really nice place, but that's sort of entry-level townhome as well.
Very nice. Very nice. And this one, did you say it has sold, and for how much?
It's sold as well. It's sold for $720.
Okay, wonderful. That's
in September.
Very, very nice.
So this is in Broadmeads. It's in Saanich East. It was multiple offers, so it was listed for $149 and it sold for $111. Just stunning. It's walking up. There's all the flowers again, and it's 3 beds, 3 baths, and it's 1-level living, and it has guest accommodation. It also had a double garage, and it's a beautifully landscaped entrance, patio, and balcony, and it opens to the Lochside Trail. That's located in East Saanich, in Broadmead, and again, it's got beautiful views of the ocean coastline, views of the Harrow Strait and the San Juan Islands, and it's in the municipality that has 170 parks, has beaches and trails.
Wow, really, really nice. I think that we've really got some beautiful properties, and I think, wow, that's a mega one coming up.
That's so beautiful. This is actually available. It's located at 8763 Bormaras Place. It's listed for $2,700,000, and it's in North Saanich. It's a really lovely community in Dean Park. Yes, that spiral staircase it opens to all 3 floors. The home is 3 beds and 5 baths. It has 4 fireplaces, parking for 6.
Wow.
It's a real executive home. It's on a larger lot. It's 15,246 square feet with sweeping views of the ocean.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's truly remarkable. This area is exclusive. It's home to exclusive waterfront homes and small residential subdivisions as well, but they're on large private lots. And it's all interspersed between lush, dense forests, scenic cliffs, rolling agricultural land, and it has access to the ferry, airport, and it's 45 minutes to Victoria.
So if anybody knows of anybody who would like to buy this property, check it out and talk to Marnie.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's really, really beautiful. So Marnie, I thank you so much for everything you've told us about your location in Victoria, BC. I think it's a wonderful destination for all of us to know about, either to visit or to buy or to sell or to whatever activity one needs to do in one's life. Victoria is a place to be for sure. And we've learned from Doug Widdicombe, who had to leave early, that Niagara-on-the-Lake is also a fantastic destination and option. So I'd like to thank you so much, Marnie, for your time. I thank Doug as well. And this ends our episode today. I think we've learned a lot, and you've opened the window to new properties and places for us. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. And next week on Wednesday with Coffee with Vivien live on December the 8th. That next week? I think in 2 weeks, I'm not sure right now, but we're going to be talking about top real estate ski resorts and holiday fun in Mont-Tremblant, Quebec. and in Canmore and Banff. That's on December the 8th, on Wednesday at 12 noon. So that's it for today. And you can follow this series on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, on my website, viviensharon.com/live. And you can also find me on Spotify and TikTok. And please like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.